Hello, is my voice audible? Satish, Abdul Salam, Kelvin, Seher, is my voice okay? Okay, so I'll be taking this class because your sir is stuck somewhere, okay, in a traffic. Fine. Okay, so let's do a case study, okay? The case study, the company on which we are going to do a case study is Siemens. So what do these Siemens people deal with? Kelvin, Seher, Abdul Salam and Satish. What do these Siemens people deal in with? Tell me. Yeah. So Siemens, I hope you people are able to see the board properly. Siemens AG is a global electrical and electronics business with a turnover of 53 billion pounds. The business employs over 450,000 people. Okay. The company base is in Munich, Germany. So the headquarters is in Germany. From there, executives oversee work carried out in the name of Siemens all over the world. We even have branches of Siemens in India, right? Yeah. Right, Seher, Kelvin, Abdul Salam and Satish. In the UK, Siemens PLC has its headquarters in Bracknell, Berkshire and has more than 100 offices and factories. It employs more than 21,000 staff, okay? 5,000 of these in manufacturing. There is hardly an aspect of our lives that is not touched by the company's work. We can toast bread in a Siemens toaster. So they not only deal in with electronics, but they sell a lot of other things as well. So they sell toasters too. We can toast bread in Siemens toaster powered by electricity generated and distributed by Siemens, travel on a Siemens train. Do you know these stuffs about Siemens? They are not just a company. This is not just a company which sells electronics. They are employed in many other sectors too. Or pass through Siemens traffic light in a car which uses Siemens technology. People in hospital have life-saving MRI scans. Okay, MRI means magnetic resonance imaging using Siemens advanced medical imaging technology. Siemens, okay, is a multi-sector business. The business specializes in finding new ways to improve our quality of life and work. Business helps, okay, service trusts, local authorities, government and government agencies all use Siemens expertise. The expertise includes ICT, intense care unit, okay, healthcare, transport and energy. The UK business has a turnover of more than 3 billion pounds and contributes 96.2 million pounds profit to the group. Siemens contributes significantly to the UK economy and provides a huge variety of jobs. Is this much clear to everyone? Alright. Now, before we switch over, hi Prabhavati, you have joined a bit late. We are doing a case study on Siemens. Your sir is stuck in a traffic. That is the reason why he is not taking class today. Okay. I am teaching this case study to you people. This is on Siemens. You might have heard the name of the company before. We have already done the introduction part of this. Okay. So I want you people to read this on your own. Okay. And then we are going to switch over to the next part. And the title is meeting global and local needs. How these people meet local and global needs. So just read this and then we are going to switch over to the next part. Fine, Kelvin, Prabhavati, Abdul Salam and Satish. Okay. So let's just read this part. Okay. Yeah, you are asking some question. Okay, okay, fine. See, you might have heard about PLC control systems. So PLC is from there. PLC or PC based. Siemens offer the perfect control solution for every application, PLC or PC based. PLC is like programmable logic controller. Let me throw some light on this, okay? Let me tell you in brief what PLC is, okay? Now, Prabhavati, see. I'll just explain it to you on the other board. Please pay heed to the next board. See, a programmable logic controller or PLC for short is simply a special computer device used for industrial control systems. They are used in many industries such as oil refineries, manufacturing lines, conveyor systems, and so on. Wherever there is a need to control devices, the PLC provides a flexible way to soft wire the components together. The basic units have a CPU that is dedicated to run one program that monitors a series of different inputs. Okay, and logically manipulates the output for the desired control. They are meant to be very flexible in how they are programmed while also providing the advantages of high reliability. A simple example, let me give you a simple example. Consider something as simple as a switch that turns on a light. In this system, okay, so I'll tell you. Now, in the system, with a flick of the switch, the light would turn on or off, but beyond that, there is no more control. If your boss come along and said, I want that light to turn on 30 seconds after the switch has been flipped, then you should need to buy a timer, right? And do rewiring. So it is the time, labor and money for any little change. Okay. A PLC saves the day. Now consider the same device with a PLC in the middle. Now if the switch is having PLC in the middle, the switch is fed as an input into the PLC and the light is controlled by the PLC output. Implementing a delay in the system is easy since all that needs to be changed is the program in the PLC to use a delay timer. Okay, this is rather simple example, but in larger systems with many switches and lights all interacting with each other, this kind of flexibility is not only nice but imperative. Hopefully a light bulb has now turned on over your head. So did you got what PLC is, Prabhavati? Okay, now just read what is there on board number first. Kelvin, Prabhavati, Abdul Salam and Satish, and then we are going to go to the next board. Fine? Is it clear everyone? Kelvin, Abdul Salam, Satish. Just read it and once you are done, just type down in the chat box. Okay. All right. Fine. Let's proceed ahead to the next page. Let's go to the next page of this. Oh, this is again PLC one. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Now, what is globalization? Globalization refers to the trend where individual countries become less influential in relation to cross-national bodies. People worry we are turning into one global village, right? Decision makers are far away. There is a fear because such decisions do not take note of what local people need or want. However, as the case study will show, meeting local needs is a key to the performance of a business like Siemens. Okay. Siemens UK employs by business area. Siemens is a multinational. It operates across 190 separate nation states. Executives in Germany and across the world must make decisions in the best interest of Siemens shareholders. Most multinationals have many capabilities. They must make decisions about where their separate activities should be. For Siemens, it is not efficient to design and manufacture all products in all countries. It is more efficient to concentrate manufacturing to keep economies of scale through specialization. Products can be shipped anywhere within the group. High growth in service business. Okay. Now, one danger of being multinational is the threat caused by the currency fluctuations. So, for most of the MNCs, the currency fluctuation is a major threat, right? The price of products supplied from one place to another can vary because of currency changes. The value of euro can rise against the US dollar. In Europe, Siemens then becomes more expensive than US competition. It has an internal risk management function to check this threat. Steps can be taken to avoid its damaging effects. Globalization presents many challenges to Siemens. How does Siemens in the UK remain an efficient part of the global business? How does it ensure that it continues to contribute to Siemens' overall mission as it has done for 162 years? One way of securing the UK business is by making sure that Siemens in the UK offers a range of top-class services that add value to customers' work. A customer can buy raw materials from any supplier. The cheapest supplier, however, may not have access to technical expertise and high levels of service. Fine. Siemens offer highly technical products with services benefits added in. Exactly. This sort of service capability drives a competitive advantage over other suppliers. That means how they are advantageous over other suppliers, how they are superior over other suppliers, why customers run to them, because added service, the kind of service they provide, they not only provide the product but also service benefits added in. Because of this, they are superior over others. This is a deliberate strategy, okay, to combat with the globalization. Fine. Is it clear? Now, before going to the next page, I would request you to read this and then we're going to jump to the next page. I'm sorry. Once you are done with this, just let me know and or type down in the chat box. Are you done with it? Okay, okay, take your time, no issues. I don't mind. Okay, how about others? Are you done with it? Okay, okay, fine. Let's proceed ahead to the next page. Kelvin, are you done with it? Abdul Salam, are you done with it? Please let me know in the chat box. Fine. Operating as a part of global market. See, they might be having their main business in UK or some in any country, okay? But you know, they are the part of global world. You just cannot deny being the part of global world, right? Yeah. So using its worldwide presence, Siemens aimed to meet the needs of a global array, or sorry, meet the needs of a range of global markets. Okay. Yeah, all its companies, but they provide quality services. So even if it is expensive and they are providing quality services and products are up to the mark, what is the harm in buying, you know, expensive products? I prefer buying expensive ones, but if they are up to the mark. Okay. All its companies report to the German parent company. Okay. To deliver value to the overall group, each separate business must meet the needs of its own customers wherever they are. So they operate in many countries, and in order to meet the, deliver the quality, see, overall group has to be successful. Okay. So for that, for the overall group to be successful, they have to cater the needs of, different people of different nationality where they might be having offices, right? They are 30 business within Siemens in the UK. This figure is constantly rising as Siemens strengthens its UK portfolio as it acquires more businesses. Each operates to achieve targets for growth and profit. To do this best requires an understanding of local needs and culture. Its businesses in the UK have freedom to decide how best to meet local needs. Business Development 19. Okay, wait. We don't have to read this part. Just a second. Yeah. Siemens employees based in the UK share their customers' culture. So wherever they are based out, okay, they have to cater the needs of those customers specifically, because in every country the culture is different, and they have to be a success in each and every country. So this is going to ensure the success of the overall Siemens group, right? Its group focus is to think customer. In delivering their services to consumers, its employees understand customers and the issues and problems they are working to solve. As a result, customers benefit from working with Siemens. Within every global business, there is a competition between countries for investment, right? Siemens has established global centers of excellence that can serve the specialist needs of the entire group. The Roque Menor Research Facility in the UK serves the whole Siemens group. Any of its businesses wherever in the world they may be can call upon their expertise. Okay. In the UK, Siemens work within a new global strategy, Siemens One. In all its activities, customers can call upon the potential of other Siemens group. If one does not possess a skill, another will. If a particular part of the business requires something offered by another elsewhere, then the product or service is supplied. Fine? How about others? Kelvin? Abdul Salam? Please read this part and then we're going to switch over to the next part. I have no, this is just a case study. Okay, they are not giving importance to any particular country, but this is just a case study. Okay, let others finish it and then we're going to switch over to the next part. Let's proceed ahead to the next part. See, working across sectors of an economy. An economy refers to the way in which a group of people set about using scarce resources to produce the things they need or want, right? Scarce resources are those that have limited supply. A way of understanding this is to think of a family. Just about every family has some scarce resources. They must economize to do certain things, give up others to enjoy something else, right? Sometimes, in order to save for an holiday, we cut down our regular expenses, right? We try to cut down something, right? Economize. We have to economize, we have to, suffer somewhere to take pleasure somewhere else, right? We save for children. Parents do it for children, for the sake of children, correct? In economic terms, we speak of an economy as consisting of sectors of activity. Each sector adds something different. Primary activities produce the raw material we need. This could be food from agriculture, fish from the sea, or stone dug out from the earth. Okay. Secondary activity makes and assembles physical products. The tertiary sector adds services that are helpful to the whole economy. Primary and secondary businesses use physical resources. The tertiary sector provides unseen things. Banking, insurance, retail. So see, when there is a company, suppose there is a company, and in every company you're going to find, different sectors. They'll have different sectors. They'll have different, you can say departments, and they need to spend equal money to that, But sometimes, they need to spend more on a particular department. Okay, so for that they have to cut down expenses on another department, right? People speak of the world, national, regional, or local economies. It is common to speak of economic blocks such as Asia Pacific, the United States of America, Latin America, or the European Union. World movements of resources are a vital factor. There is a growing role of ever bigger blocks of economic power. It is at the level of the nation state that economic judgments tend to occur. Siemens business sectors in the UK. The United Kingdom is a wealthy economic power, right? They are quite wealthy. When it comes to United Kingdom people, the economy of United Kingdom is quite rich. Right, Kelvin? Right, Abdul Salam? Right, Satish? We have many resources we can employ. So they have, abundance of resources, we can say. They have more resources as compared to economies in India or developing nations. This is what we can say, right? Exactly. Now, we have skills and technical abilities. Within the UK, Siemens plays a significant role by working in both the manufacturing and the tertiary sectors. Turnover is derived from 48% of manufactured products and 52% services. In the UK, the trend at Siemens, at Siemens is towards providing more business services. The more business services they are providing, the more profits they are going to make. Sustained profits, you can say. See, once the company has, you might be using AquaGuards, right, or some kind of water purifier. Now, we actually invest money once for AquaGuards or something, right? But we need to get the candle changed every year, right? So this is how, even I use AquaGuard, so I know about it. I'm not sure about Kent because I don't use it. I'm just giving you an example. Now, in order to get the sustained income from people, what do they do? What these people do? Obviously, they ask you to get the candle changed every year, right? So this is how they, they make, services, and we need to pay for services. It is not free, of course. Otherwise, it won't be in existence. It won't be able to exist, the company. They have sold the AquaGuard once. We don't change it every now and then, right? The one AquaGuard is going to last for many, many years. So if they are not getting money from services, like changing candles or something, how they are going to survive? This is the question, right? This is what they do. Fine? Every company does the same. Okay? In the UK, the trend at Siemens is towards providing more business services, working in long-term relationship with both private and public sector bodies. It's a partner and success. In this way, it is becoming an essential part of continued growth and service improvement. Okay, so see, once they start providing services to somewhere, okay, some people like customers, the more they interact with them, the more they get the idea of where they might be wrong, and they rectify themselves this way. Okay, fine. Okay, now in this way, it is becoming an essential part of continued growth and service improvement. Through buying other businesses, Siemens has grown to acquire different skills. Its presence within the UK now embraces several industry sectors. This means it can specialize. Siemens helps business concentrate on what they do best. In media and broadcasting, Siemens has 10-year deal to provide broadcast and IT services to BBC. They develop their core competency. Okay, they actually keep on buying other companies like merger, like small companies which might be into loss. It will be purchased by Siemens. Okay, and they will be merged into that, and then they'll specialize in providing services which this company might be providing earlier. Fine. Is this much clear? Now, would request you to read this on your own, and then we're going to switch over to the next part. Once you're done with this, just let me know, please. Okay. Read the remaining parts of it, and then we are going to jump to the next page. Okay, fine. Let's move ahead to the next page. Okay. Now, Siemens in action. This is the next thing we need to read. Okay. Siemens in action. Siemens in the UK designs and makes superconducting magnets for body scanners worldwide. And more than a third of all MRI scanners in hospitals have Siemens magnet at their heart. So MRI scanners, you might have heard about magnetic resonance imaging, that is MRI, in hospitals. If they are not able to get the clear track idea of which disease it is through X-rays or ultrasound, then they try, actually what they do, they ask you to go for MRI, right? So MRI machines have got magnets and those are being manufactured by Siemens only. These are made in the UK, right? Okay, variable speed drives, industrial gas turbines, motor parts and rail communication systems are UK produced. These are for the world market. Siemens traffic management systems manufactured in the UK are exported to places as far as afield as China, okay, Malaysia, Bahrain and Brazil. In 2005, exports of manufactured goods totaled 500.4 million pounds and accounted for 16% of sales. However, for Siemens in the UK, the trend towards service provision seems unstoppable because this is what customers want. It is easier to differentiate services than products because many products can become commodities. The UK National Health Service, that is NHS, is Europe's largest organization. Using public sector specialist, NHS Hospital Trust in the UK are modernizing healthcare. Siemens is working with NH Trust and other partners to create brand new hospitals. Okay, so they have partnered up with NHS, that is National Health Service, which is the largest organization in Europe, and they are making hospitals with them in joint association with them. In Barnet and Chase NHS Trust, it has embraced a 33-year private finance initiative, PFI. The company is providing accident and emergency units, medical equipment, communication, intensive therapy units, and several operating theaters. With these facilities, Siemens is creating hospital IT and energy management systems. So they not only provide IT services, but they also provide what? They are also, whatever equipment is being, specialized equipment is being used in hospitals. Okay. Actually, they have purpose to play there as well, right? Yeah. Okay. These systems, now what they do, these systems can integrate patient records with an electronic picture archives. This helps to improve, see, they are actually they are always coming up with, new equipments in the field of medicine. So this improves hospital efficiency at every level. Okay. So they are specialized in making gadgets as well as, hospital equipment, and when they combine both, obviously the hospital's efficiency is going to increase. This saves lives and make clinical decisions easier. To raise standards of service, Siemens employ on-site contract managers to look after the customer relationship and technology. This means that each customer requirements are unique. There is not an off-the-shelf solution for all. There is an individual response to need. So this is what they believe in. If you are using a same phone and I will have a different, requirement, and you are going to have a different requirement. So specialized treatment has to be provided by the company when it comes to customers. Right? And if they are doing it, obviously there will be a success. It will be a success. There is an individual response to need based on detailed interaction with the customer, and you can only cater the individual customer's need when you interact with them. So they do it. And this is how they are worldwide famous, and their business is increasing like anything. It's booming like anything. Fine? Is this much clear? Any questions so far? Anyone out there? Now, just read this and then we are going to do the conclusion of this. Just read this, and once you're done with this, just let me know in the chat box itself. Okay. Let's proceed ahead to the last part of this, that is conclusion. Okay. Now, Siemens aims to be profitable. Okay. It seeks to be a global leader in electronics and electrical engineering. Because of this, it works within a huge range of industrial sectors. All over the world, electrical equipment controlled by Siemens Electronic Systems is in use. In the UK, Siemens provides the full spectrum of products and services, and in terms of its turnover, the UK is the third biggest market in the world for Siemens. The company structure is such that it can look after local interests while drawing on global resources. Although the global Siemens headquarters is based in Germany, Siemens in the UK is responsible for looking after the UK market. Local management is empowered to create relationship with customers. Unless and until you are catering the local customer needs, you cannot be famous globally, right? Company's culture encourages new and better methods of meeting local needs. Siemens continues to acquire new business to offer what its customers need. What is increasingly end-to-end integrated solutions that allow them to concentrate on their core business. Siemens, both in the UK and globally, is a dynamic and responsive business. Fine? So you can read this part, and then we're going to wind up with the class. And if you have any questions, just ask me. Okay. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions for me? Anyone out there? Okay, thank you. Bye. Take care.